Our last presentation for the IPEG segment comes from Dr. Caressa Chen from UCSF. She's going to present on a new invention they have called the NoLapse The Stomal Prolapse prevention device. I'm super excited to hear what Todd has to say about this one. And then, but first we'll hear from Dr. Samir Pandya, who we've already heard from UT Southwestern, right after the video.
Hi, my name is Caressa Chen. I'm a general surgery resident and biodevice innovation fellow at the University of California, San Francisco. Today, I'll be presenting the NoLapse, an anti-stomal prolapse device. I have no disclosures. Our device addresses the need of stomal prolapse, which, as you know, is very common. Millions of people worldwide have an ostomy, and up to 8% of them will experience prolapse at least once. Not only is this painful, but it's costly, requiring frequent emergency room visits, hospitalizations, and even emergent surgeries. Therefore, we came up with a device that can be inserted into a stoma to safely and non-operatively prevent prolapse. Our patent design includes 2 rings connected by a rod made of biocompatible silicone. The inner ring is inserted into the bowel lumen to prevent prolapse, and the outer ring rests on the abdominal surface to maintain the device in place. The device is semi-flexible yet collapsible, meaning it's easy to insert or remove at the bedside without the need for anesthesia. In addition, it is atraumatic to bowel. In our preliminary preclinical studies, we've demonstrated that the NoLapse can effectively prevent stomal prolapse without obstructing the passage of stool. In addition, using force testing, we proved that a significant force is required to accidentally dislodge the device. And lastly, the NoLapse is compatible with use of ostomy appliances. Our device has been successfully used in 3 emergency inhuman cases. One such patient was a 2-month-old with a history of neck and bronchopulmonary dysplasia, which precluded her from tolerating a surgical procedure. She had recurring stomal prolapse despite multiple bedside manual reductions. An early prototype of our device was used and inserted into the patient for 24 hours. She tolerated the device well, and even after the device was removed, did not have recurrence of stomal prolapse. We are currently working on additional preclinical studies using a porcine model. Concurrently, we are finalizing our design, which will include 6 different sizes, and optimizing our manufacturing process. Ultimately, we plan to proceed with human clinical trials and the de novo pathway for FDA approval. Our team is composed of pediatric surgeons, trainees, and biomedical device specialists. We are also collaborating with a team of consultants well-versed in product development. And that's all. Thank you for your time. I'm happy to take any questions.
Dr. Chen, thank you so much for bringing that to our attention. And I really enjoyed that talk, that presentation. And I got to tell you, I've got a love-hate relationship with stomas because I love the fact that sometimes they're useful to divert and be safe and stuff. But I hate them that you have to get them just right. You either get them too tight and they stricture, or you get them too big and they prolapse. So I have that. A few questions for you. One, maybe I missed it, but what is the material that the device is made of? 2, are you aware of other competitors in the market? And if not, I'll be happy to share one with you. And then 3, I have an idea about just using a single port, like a gel point port, as the stomal prolapse device instead. Like you just the same little single port, the gel point port. Are you familiar with that thing? The green one or the purple one, the Alaris gel point.
Applied Medical.
Yeah, and you just put the thing there and they put the cap on, and you're kind of done. So, anyways, look forward to your responses.
Okay. Thanks, Dr. Pandya. Always good to hear feedback. So for your first question, it's made out of all silicone. It's all biocompatible silicone, medical grade. Second question, it intrigues me because I was going to say, no, we don't have any competition, but I feel like you're going to say something different. But yeah, when we were looking up at like the market and seeing what is available, we were kind of shocked by how few options there are, especially non-operative, for such a common problem in both the pediatric and adult population. But now I want to hear what you have to say.
Yeah, so this is, after the presentation that you gave at IPEG, until then, I hadn't really thought about this problem that intentionally. And then most recently, I had a couple of patients with IBD that ended up having prolapsed ostomies. And so maybe I'm just a terrible surgeon, but that happened. And they came up with this thing. They showed me a website in Europe. It's called Ostomy Cures. And they have a prototype that they're doing a clinical trial. And I can find the website, or somebody can find it right now and put it in the chat. And they have a titanium-based device that implants into the stoma, and then there's a plastic lid that comes on there. And that lid can be controlled to empty the bag or empty the stoma and stuff. And it's all titanium-based, which makes me a little nervous, especially in the IBD patients. But so I thought that'd be good for you to know. It seems like they've suspended all clinical trials because of COVID right now.
Oh, darn it. I thought you were going to say because it wasn't successful.
But
so I will tell you,
so I thought that's cool.
Caressa, you totally burst my bubble. As Ellen was, that's why she wanted to know. I thought I was a hero because I thought about we cut off the tip of a pacifier and put it in, and then Iris Lim, our fellow in Cincinnati, sewed it to the stoma bag. And I was like, oh my God, I'm amazing. Until Samir's like, dude, check this out. I was like, okay, I'm go hide in a closet again. So I am so impressed. I think this is going to be game changing, whether it's this in its current form. There are a ton of questions for you. We are, I'll give you a couple seconds to answer, but we unfortunately are over time. But
I have one question. How can I get one for my patient?
Right. People want, that's what a lot of people are asking. Yeah.
I wish we were there yet. We're realizing how challenging that the road is from idea innovation to like clinical translation. So we're slowly getting there. Right now we're still sort of in the funding round.
Come on, just one amongst friends. Like we can just share it,
We're gonna do really
pacifier.
good animal studies long-term with pigs first before we give them to your babies. But we're hoping.
He's 15 years old. He's fine. He's not a baby.
Email me.
Congratulations.
Thank
That
you.
was an amazing innovation. And you should see the comments. Go over to the actual show page and answer some of those. I think this is going to be something we really need. Thank you. And Samir, great commentary. Thank you.